the Master G of Ahmedabad, Mr. Vatsal Shah.
Thank you, guys. Now I have a different role. In the beginning, I spoke as board of director of Magento Association. और अभी औकात पे आते हैं, right? सर ने जैसे बोला, Master Ji, yes, I am a teacher of IT companies of India, and what I do is I help them grow from small to big, doing since 2 decades now. Today I chose, like, unlike me, Vijay asked me that have a motivational talk. And I said, what are you talking? I have been known for being straight and blunt and showing mirror to the world. He said, no, the way IT is passing through right now, we all need courage to stand up, bounce back, go further, and rise, and economically thrive too. So I thought to have this as our topic, red. Before we get into red, I want to ask you, let's make it interactive, okay? So I'll ask you that, how many of you want a great professional career? Okay. How many of you want to become a multi-million-dollar agency? What is the reason? Why? उससे क्या होगा? So there are different reasons. People say, this is the only thing I know to make money. I feel that I want to build a great career in IT, that's why, and I love Magento, so I'm working. I didn't have any other choice, or I have never thought so, or my family said, become an IT engineer and you'll be most eligible bachelor. And I started with IT. There are a lot of reasons I listen. But when you look at a long and awesome career, it needs some different ingredients, because I have seen people start their career and around 40, they give up. Recently, we are seeing that Indian IT companies are giving up, selling their companies to the larger brands, or they're doing cost cutting, or rather I would say they are bleeding in terms of revenues and profit. Last year and this year, a lot of people I see have marked themselves open to work on LinkedIn. What is going on? So it leads to a question that if you want a lasting career, which is not just for a few years or a few decades, it is even longer, then what are the ingredients we need? Let's look at it. Do you recognize what is this? Anyone? The fancy drink of India, green tea. Otherwise, we have a different tea, right? What makes green tea a better tea? Green tea अच्छा कब बनता है? Anyone? अपने वाली अच्छी है, पर ये green tea अगर बनानी तो अच्छी कब बनती है? When it is an awesome green tea. Honey, lemon, fragrance, then? Hot water, very good. Then? इसमें sugar नहीं होता भैया. It doesn't have sugar. Okay, then? Number of time dips you do. पर वो ज़्यादा कर दिया तो bitter भी हो जाता है. So you have to do just right in number of dips you do. Agree, disagree? Right. So let's map this with our career. Consider that you are that tea bag. And now I want to cook an awesome green tea. So green tea अच्छा बनता है, किसी ने बोला टी का क्वालिटी अच्छा होना चाहिए. Agree, disagree? So it is a point where we are supposed to introspect, see the mirror and see within that how good, bad, ugly we are. Are we skilled enough to get a lasting career? How we are reskilling and improving ourselves so that we just don't end our career sooner, or we have long-lasting paths going on, and which is the rewarding one. And I wish you all make handsome amount of money and complete your all goals of life. But that needs something inside and outside too. किसी ने बोला गरम पानी. So when the industry is changing, when new processes and policies are coming, when new platforms and practices are coming in, when you are pushed to learn Mac, when you are pushed to understand omni-channel and headless, not just back-end developer or front-end developer, it is asked to become a full-stack developer. You are grilled to learn React. Now you are having a challenge is that half of your code is written by generative AI. And in all this, if we look at ये क्या हो रहा है, तो वो एक गर्म पानी है. It is actually hot water. which is going to cook an awesome tea. So when you have situations which is like a warm water around or hot water around, समझो कुछ अच्छा निकलने वाला है. You are actually cooking a good tea at that time. And it's also number of dips. Dips means it goes down and comes up. That is called bouncing back effect. So you may have skills, and you have been working for, say, 12, 15 years in Magento, maybe in India, in Ahmedabad, and you are doing X type of work since long, and you are champion in your company, but you have not evolved with the time. And you have not improved the way you code, the way you deliver. You have yet to learn customer success. You are still tech focused and don't understand e-commerce is not just a commerce. It is commerce beyond code. That was a talk I gave in 2016 in Meet Magento in India. So when we understand subject matter expertise, when we understand what merchant wants, we look at their order values and profit. That is how we evolve ourselves as a commerce developer. But most of the techies I meet and interact, they are most concerned about the code because they are yet to understand retail, wholesale, distribution, and B2B, and more. So my question to you all, last week I took this session at one of the university where 250 people came in, and I openly shown these statistics. On an average, I meet 84 CEOs of India in a month. And 90% of them have said this number, that they are running minus 15 to minus 23% in their this year's goal. It's a quite interesting number, and thanks to that, a lot of cost cutting is happening. So question to us is all still well? My today's talk will be full of cricket and Bollywood, but you look at this, is still all well? And one guy who is great influencer for Indian community and in tech, he said, last 20 years, 25 years of having lesser work and better money has gone. The storm is coming, and brace yourself. And to brace yourself, I'm going to give you a framework today. So RED is a framework to weather this storm. Whether you are an agency owner, whether you are a developer, or you are a freelancer, this may help you seeing 25 well. All of you recognize these people? Yes, no? Sachin Tendulkar, Ratan Tata, Amitabh Bachchan, and Novak Djokovic. For me, they are R, which is resilience. They have a capacity to bounce back. This guy is like a machine. He is 36, and the way he body reflexes and the way he plays lawn tennis, and highest number of trophies or Grand Slam he has won so far. In one of the interviews, he said that I am also human. I also get scared. When I'm playing, I also feel low, because in front of me there is Nadal and Roger Federer, and there are great players as well. So I feel that I am right now low. I lose my temper. I bang my racket. But I have created internal mechanism to cope with this pressure. I have done wiring in my mind such that it tells it's okay, bounce back. And I do it. That makes him amazing winner, highest number of Grand Slam on earth. Mr. Sachin Tendulkar. He is known as a god of a cricket. 100 centuries is not a joke. Why? Because he had tennis elbow. A lot of people said it's time of retirement. And then a couple of times he has said in his life, "Main khelega." And he bounced back and bounced back like a king. So as Ratan Tata, his epic story of buying 2 big brands, car brands, and this guy. He had amazing inning. He got retired. With the open bare feet, he went to Mr. Yash Chopra and asked for Mohabbat as a movie. And now, rest is history. So resilience is the thing which helps you recover quickly from the difficulties. We all have it. And it is important that we learn stoicism. Stoicism is considered that is the rain and there is no shade. What we have a choice is just enjoy the rain. And go into sun and show your skills. That is called resilience. It's ability to be calm in your lows, prepare yourself, and bounce back. Some of the tips. Instead of focusing on what not working, look at what works for you. So work on your strengths. So consider that you say, I am great at engineering. And being a great engineer, I learned Magento, and I did awesome. Fine. We mistakenly understand that, okay, only Magento is my strength. But your original strength is engineering. So if you can learn Magento, you can learn many new evolved version of Magento. You can learn React, you can make headless, you can make omnichannel. So it's important that you remember that you are an engineer at heart or you are a marketer at heart. Second, have a deep faith in your ability. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is coming. So encourage yourself and say, think like a Novak Djokovic, that okay, I have to bounce back. Be vigilant, make smart choices. So what I have seen is Indians don't read enough about market trends happening, but they want to sell services outside India for dollars. Now, if we don't understand the market trends, where we are selling, we are not going in a right path. Have a strong bond with people who stand by you. Prioritize self-care. Mr. Shah Rukh Khan says that I'm my favorite and I just work on my skills and my improvement. That's why he's the richest star in India. Think about it. So know yourself. What are your flaws? Which skills you are supposed to improve? Recently, I see people in performance appraisal meeting when they are given ratings by their reporting managers. They don't like it. But it's important that we see the mirror and improve our skills. Minimize your needs in coming time. I know 2020, 21, 22 have given amazing run to all of us. But it's important that we brace ourselves, minimize our cost, and do well. And if needed, take professional help. Second is evolution. It's a gradual development. This is my favorite topic. I took this in Meet Magento Singapore and Indonesia both. Like somewhere commerce started like this, and somewhere we are here. This lady has been champion in tennis again for her game, and she evolved with the age, and she kept changing her style of playing to dominate as number one. And if you look at the right image, this is how butterfly comes out. So at each stage, we are supposed to evolve as a human species. The best part of human beings, we have the same hardware, but we evolve mentally. So if you feel that you want to change and learn, you can. Some of the tips for evolution. People who evolve with the time stays in the game. Otherwise, rest of the people become a dinosaur. They are no longer on earth. Know who you are and your skill metrics, and just be okay about it. Step out of your comfort zone. You might be seeing a lot of reels about it on Instagram, but it's important that you understand and do it as well. Have self-respect. Why I'm saying self-respect? Consider that if I have high standard of my self-respect, then I will not perform anything lower, or I will not accept lower performance from myself. It is setting a high benchmark for self and people around, so that we push each other and we rise to above the standards. Increase the agility. Sadly, in business management schools, we are not taught agile business development method. It is considered to be a project development method. No. But with the time passing and the technology changing faster, agile business management is the need of the time. So we need to add new things in our menu. We are supposed to cut down service which is not selling. We are supposed to improve our skills and focus on L&D within the companies. So these are some of the needs we should look at. And if we don't evolve, we don't have long journey. Most of us don't know what is the cost we are paying for not evolving unless it hits us on the road. So evolve before time. If you don't evolve on the time, you become next Nokia or Motorola. Think about it. And people who have evolved first, they are never liked by anyone. Because by default, people resist change coming in. So a person who is evolving faster or the first will be resisted by the rest. And then they realize that that guy was right, and let's do that again. Third one is discipline. You understand who are these guys? Our Prime Minister, John Abraham, Akshay Kumar, Rahul Dravid, and Lata Mangeshkar. These guys are symbol of discipline. Our Prime Minister, if you look at all the posts or the things which is coming on, it is not just marketing. He does yoga every day morning. And I believe so. If I talk about John Abraham, he is in 50s. At Kapil Sharma show, he said, since 14 years, he has not eaten Kaju Katli, which is his favorite sweet. Mr. Rahul Dravid used to have amazing discipline. That's why he was called a wall. Any ball which is not going to the stumps, he would leave it and he will stand against all the fierce ballers so that India can win. Lata Mangeshkar, till she died, she was doing riyas every day morning. Discipline is the place where you can go, where rest of the things cannot take you. So have clarity on your goals and put your emotions aside. Disciplined people are like robots and machine. They put their emotions aside. Okay, aaj mood kharab hai, fine, but I need to work today because it is a disciplined approach. I need to do it. Same way that you contribute, then you contribute ongoingly. If you code, you improve your code ongoingly. If you do QC, you do QC ongoingly. If you improve customer experience, do it ongoingly. That is also part of discipline. Create a routine and follow like a beast. So if I take my example, in a year, I have batches going on for CEO for 8 months. In those 8 months and 1 month before and after, I don't eat sweets, I don't drink cold water, and don't eat ice cream. Why? Because my business works on my throat and my brain. So I have to be fit so that I can deliver this kind of sessions ongoingly in India. Soon you will see me in Laracon, India as well, giving some keynote like this. So what happens is, if you don't behave like a beast and you don't prepare yourself like a machine, it doesn't work. Prioritize your life. Time management is most talk thing, but most neglected thing as well. So think that you are investing your time, which gives you return of $1, $10, $100, and $1,000. Where you want to put your time in? Think like that. That is the Warren Buffett way of thinking of your time. So you prioritize things which gives you more returns. Practice self-control. Make a journey which is visible. Write your journal. I have my daily diary from 2008. Every day, which clients I have visited, how many talks I have done, what I wrote on internet, which blog I published, it's written as a journal. From 2008 to 2024. It needs practice. In beginning, when you write and you cross your task, it feels bad inside. And what happens is you give up. The way we give up our gyms. We don't go for exercise. Why? Because we are not able to consistently do it. But if you start doing it, it is a way to do muscle building and sustain for a long, long career. I am standing for all of you to have a great, awesome career. But now you are supposed to stand for yourself. And if you cannot control, have a controller in your life. This is how the career moves. You start, you explore in the college, you start your career, you get established. From that point, what happens is life is easy. We have a lot of money. And we may be the highest earner in our house. Now the point is, at that time, if you improve your skill in the same domain, you are maintaining it. It's like going for service of your car. So it is a maintenance. You learn only things which can help you go ahead. If you don't do that also, you become stagnant or start going down. If you reskill and improve yourself with experience and new skills, you can grow up in your career. So I wish at least you have maintenance phase going on, and I recommend to have a growth for sure. People who do red in their life, they are known as a king. Just think about it. And with this, if you like my talk, I'm going to introduce again myself. I'm a business catalyst and speaker at Pragmatic, which is my company. I serve as board of director at Wagento Association, and these are some of the statistics. I have coached so far 247 people, 247 CEOs, 16K people, and 87 organizations. And you will find me in Singapore, Indonesia, sometimes in UK, and in India. In WordCamps, university events, and startup validations round 2. My life is an example of red, and I thought that I should share you the secret formula which has worked for me. And being an individual, how I did a great career or made multi-millions. I always leave stage by telling one line, that good is not good when better is possible. So do red. Thank you.